So I just got in the mail these vacuum storage bags specifically for travel. I wanted these because I always travel in a carry-on, which is pretty small. I feel like with baggage fees and like airline costs, like it's expensive to check a bag nowadays, I feel like. So I feel like having something like this will be helpful, especially when I'm going on longer trips. So I wanted to do a quick unboxing, if you will, and then I actually wanted to test, actually vacuum sealing some of my items and seeing if it really works, and just talk about quality. I think with these types of things, you never know until you see it in person. So hopefully this gives you a little bit of info if you're also looking to try these out. So let's take a look at the first thing. And what was interesting to me and why I wanted to get this one specifically is because it came with a little vacuum pump. So you can see this is huge for me. Obviously I have a vacuum, but it doesn't have like the attachment that like the bigger vacuums do. Also too, like when you are in a hotel or somewhere where you don't have access to a vacuum, like then how are you going to get your stuff home? So this is nice. It obviously comes in this little baggie, so you can throw this in the suitcase. I also like that it's obviously not very big, so that's really nice because like I said, there's always that issue of like when you take your stuff, are you going to have access to a vacuum? And this one is can't remember how many pieces. There's a couple variations where they have more additional items, like more bags. So that's kind of nice depending on like how often you travel, if you wanted to split this up between like your family members or friends. So let's open this up. Okay, this is stuck. Okay, so these look like the little clips to help seal it. Let's see the actual quality of the bags, because this is what I was most interested in. Nice off the bat, it has like the inches and the sizing on all of them, so quickly looking at them, you know which one's which. So this is the 20-inch up close. This is where the seal is. So that's where you would put that piece in. And yeah, the quality, so far I think this is pretty decent quality. It's not like the thickest plastic in the world, but also you want it to be able to suction really nicely and not, like kind of like be able to mend a little bit. So that's probably why. But yeah, I like that it has these details in terms of the sizing right on the bag, just because it does come with so many variations of sizing, so you can just keep what's going straight. So it does have a double, I guess, seal, if you will, like the two lines, so 1, 2. So that's nice. Let's look at some of the other ones. So we have a 28-inch. I think that's the biggest one. We have some 24s. And then the 20. Yeah, I also like that this could be dual use of, oh, there's actually more stuff in here. Dual use, you could like use these if you're not traveling as well too. So let's take a look. I think these are just like additional storage bags. Let's see. I know one of them was like toiletries. I think this one is a shoe storage, or maybe even laundry. I think that's super nice to be able to have something dedicated to put like dirty clothes or dirty shoes in, so it doesn't like get everything else gross in your bag. Another nice mesh bag, super nice, and has obviously a zipper detail. And then this is just, I believe, like a little clear case, which would be good for toiletries or just other things of that nature. Take the plastic off. Cute. Obviously there's a little piece of paper in there, but again, this is like, would be perfect just to throw in some of those like toiletries in the bag and have it easily like separate, so you could take them out if you're going through TSA or anything like that. So yeah, I'm really impressed. Like I said, I'm gonna make some follow-up videos and test it out a little bit more, but hopefully this gives you some insight if you're also looking at these vacuum bag sealers.